So my name's Tanisha, as you know. This is my second video, second video in my week chain, because I'm doing a weekly long challenge to try and get me to use my channel more and do what I was meant to do, promote myself, get you guys to know what I'm about, personality, stuff like that, and what I like. It's not really hard on like the typical teenager in a sense. But yeah, today's vlog is that it's not an original for once. It's me just talking to the camera, kind of trying to boost my self-confidence, which I'm hoping will help. But yeah, today I want to talk to you about waiting and playing the waiting game. So people always make backup plans. They always say, oh, it's good to have a backup plan. But if you don't know the results of what's happening, then how are you meant to know that you've not been thrown out of the game? For instance, I'm applying to universities, etc. at the minute because it's university season, so obviously I'm going to talk about that. And no one understands, well, they do, but it's the people you find closest to you that only understand who are going through the same thing at the time. How daunting it is applying for a university, because you've got to put oppression across yourself. You don't realise that, yes, they want you, but at the same time they could just go, oh, well, yeah, we found someone better. Well, that's what going through your head anyway. So you have all of these things going through your head, and then when you do get an interview, an audition, or even just an offer without any interview, it's just amazing, because wherever you are in educational period or wherever you are in life, it throws you out of the blue and says, right, you can go here now. You've done this, so you can go here. And you can try and start a career, and you can try and build yourself up. But for instance, okay, I've gotten a conditional offer from a university that's close to my friends, my family, and it's got kind of everything I want. But it was my secondary choice. It wasn't my first choice, my second choice. But it's built its way back up. And after not hearing for ages, because there was a month went by and I heard no reply whatsoever, my friends are getting replies, and I'm like, does this mean I've done something wrong? And I knew I spelt sing wrong at the bottom of my personal statement, so now it says sign. So I have a really bad thought that they're going to think I'm just signing, and then they're just going, no, I can't sign. I can literally do birdie, but I can't sign. So there's that. But you shouldn't, I know people say always have a backup plan, always be fit, and you should. It's always a good idea to have something to fall back on. But you should never let yourself be compromised. You shouldn't compromise your own desires and try and trick yourself into wanting something else just because it's the easiest option. Like I said, I hadn't heard from anyone, and then I had the worst audition that I thought, and then I had to wait a bit, and I found out that I got a conditional offer from that place, because we went there after we came out the restaurant, absolutely peed down. It's fine before that. It was hailstoning miniature golf balls, which kept attacking us. I couldn't get my hood up, so I looked like a... Well, finally when we got there, because there was 4 different universities in Southampton, I probably went to every single one trying to find the damn place. And we tried to keep an hour in advance, so when I got there I could just have a wander around, see what people like. Nope. But I came in looking like a dripping hobo, and of course my guitar case broke. So I was there I had carried my guitar in carrier bags. And I'd say it's probably one of the worst things I'd ever done, because I came in absolutely soaked, still dripping. If anything, if they did have a leak, I was probably it, because I was drawing a load of water in, probably damaging mountains of equipment whilst I was having my audition. And I still got a conditional offer, so I must have done something right. But it's the fact that we doubt ourselves to that point where it's like, no, that can never happen. And then it does. And it works with like GCSE results, because I did this sort of thing where I was like, oh, I'm not going to get it, just trying to like lower my expectations. So when I did get it, it was exceeding anything I thought, and it made me feel ecstatic. But it's not so great when you're applying to university, because you think, you make these plans, you try and convince yourself it's what you want, because you haven't waited long enough. And today I went to check my email interview and they were just doing the interviews already because although no one had heard from them, it was just really daunting to think, well, it's a tiny course, maybe they've just done this and they've done that. But you have all these doubts going through your head, and you literally should just clear them to the back of your mind and forget about them until you actually know. Because there's no point doubting something you don't know what the case is. So yeah, that's my kind of lesson. Just although people want you to, and it's really daunting and can make you feel probably the most vulnerable person, you should always play the waiting game when it comes to education because you never know what's around the corner, and it could be like your dream course, it could be your dream anything. It literally could just be your dream.